Hawkeye fans, welcome back. Well, that was so much fun. I'm in the best mood. Floyd is staying home. We're going to recap that game. We've got an awesome interview with Deshaun Lee. Don't want to miss out on that. And we're just going to be responding to some of your guys' comments. We've had some awesome engagement on our YouTube, on social media. So thank you all for that. So let's chat about it. Hey, welcome back to Talkin Hawks presented by Hillsbank.
Hillsbank is your hometown financial champion, here to help you score some wins. Because at Hillsbank, managing your money is easy. They've got 19 local branches, 40,000 surcharge-free ATMs around the country, and online account access anytime.
Plus, Hillsbank is the bank on campus at the University of Iowa. So whether you're a student athlete or a Hawkeye superfan, Hillsbank helps you get in the game. Visit us today in person or at hillsbank.com, member FDIC. Hi, Matt.
Hey.
How you doing?
God is good.
Matt has a man cold. Let it be known. He had to do some push-ups before we started.
Just to get the blood flowing.
Mm-hmm. How's he look? Everybody comment
I'm
on
wearing a boxy shirt.
Everyone comment on his muscles. He wants everyone to know. You've been working out. It's fine.
This is a family pod. We've got an extra one in the studio.
Mm-hmm.
Don't mind if you're in the background.
It might be Matt. Also might be Brock. How was the day yesterday with the kids? Give me just a real quick.
Made it through.
That's all we need to know. The game was so much fun. I said in my little welcome, I was like, hey, you guys, really, there's no better atmosphere than a blackout game, a trophy game, and it's completely sold out. Can't ask for anything better in Kinnick Stadium. Come on.
I feel like we have a lot of blackouts versus Minnesota.
Yeah, we actually have.
Or at least alternate type of, because even the fair catch that wasn't, was an alternate. And then we were blackout in 2015.
Those were the best. Yeah, it was really fun. The energy was great. Vibes were high. Everyone was feeling good. 31 points in the first half. Hello. Right before halftime, I had a little hey guys, reminder to hang out for half, whatever. Because we've got stuff going on. Want you guys to stick around. And I was like, hey, we scored 31 points in the first half. And the whole stadium erupted. I was like, great. That line stuck. That hit. Thanks. But it was great. Josie Jewell is back. The Outlaw was back in town. He said he's coming back in a couple weeks for the Oregon game, 2015 reunion.
Ayo.
And so interviewed him. And then we had the women's basketball team came on, and so did the men's basketball team at the same time. So I had Jada Jimfy on the mic and then Bennett Sturtz, which Bennett has this really calm confidence about him. When you just look at him out in the wild, very unassuming. He doesn't. Yeah.
On the field in the wild.
In the wild, yeah. He doesn't have a vibe about him that feels cocky or anything like that, or arrogant. He has this nice, cool confidence about him that I'm really excited to see him play on the court. Yeah.
Good.
So
good start.
Yeah. So that was really good. And I was like, hey, do you want to say a couple words on the mic? Oh, hey. I know. I can't wait to watch him play too. But I was like, do you want to say a couple words on the mic? And he was like, yeah, let's do it. Just totally up for it. Whereas most people would be I don't know. What are you going to ask me? I'm a little nervous. Rightfully so. I get it. It's a lot of people. But he was like, yeah, sure. Sounds good. So anyway, I'm really excited to watch him play. I'm pretty pumped for the basketball season. It's coming up. Crossover season is upon us.
Crossover season?
Yes, where the fall sports crossover with the winter
I don't know
sports.
if I've heard it referred to as that before.
Oh my gosh. I've only been doing this job for 10 years.
All right, I'm not a sports guy.
Also, if one more person says, Laura, how long have you been doing this job? And I say 10 years, and they say, how much longer are you going to be doing it? I might just crawl in a hole. Why do they do that? Why do people say that?
They don't know what's good for them.
Thank you. Thank you so much for validating that. Anyway, I don't really know if I have too much else to report on my end, other than it was really fun. Hawkeye fans were into it. Team looked good. And before we get into your analysis, can I just say, Marky G. Can you cut in, John, that little meme thing that it's oh, I think I got my swagger back. Can you put that in?
I think I got my swagger back. Oh.
Thanks.
And cue.
Yeah. That's how I felt. I know like through the air, there's still some like things that need to be ironed out and like buttoned up and all of the things. Totally understand that. But he's got the swagger out there. He looks confident. And to your point at the beginning of the season, you're like, hey, I don't really know if he like knows that this is his team and feels like he can take ownership of that yet, which the way you described that made a lot of sense. So don't read into that. Don't read into it until you've like listened to Matt's analysis of that. But I really think it seems like he's taken the reins. He's got the respect of the guys around him. Like it feels cohesive. And yeah, it was just really cool to watch all the pieces kind of like slowly start to come together and watch him like skip into the end zone, do all the celebrations. And yeah, I was like, whoa, like he's on it, you know? And like, that's what we've been waiting for. That's the Marky G we were promised. And I'm so excited that we get to see it in the latter half of the season when it really matters. And I can't wait to hear you talk about the latter half of the season in terms of the Big Ten Championship, because you got roasted in the comments on Facebook. So we shall get into that in the third segment of this podcast. And so at this time, Matt, I would like to hand the microphone over to you. Please tell me what you saw in the Iowa-Minnesota game.
I feel like I got one.
When they were playing. I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
I feel like I got one thing for Mark.
What?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Right? Office fans. Because that was the most complete game we've seen him play. Mm-hmm. He brought to life what PJ Fleck talked about in his presser leading up to this game, where Fleck said he runs like a running back and throws like a quarterback. Well, you don't really showcase that when you only throw it 2 times in the second half against Penn State. You don't show off that you throw like a quarterback. But they took what the defense was giving them. Short passes, they took...
No one's letting you talk
Brock
today.
is lit. He was...
Go ahead.
He was dialing up deep, right? He missed Seth Anderson just a hair, but Seth Anderson had an opportunity at that deep ball, like second or third play in the game. That is the most complete game I've ever seen an Iowa Hawkeye football team play, between offense, defense, and special teams.
Sorry, John. Like really messing.
Yeah, so Mark looked great running the football, but I think there's a couple things here. So one, he brought to life, like I said, what PJ Fleck said. But they asked Mark because just last week, Minnesota had 8 sacks against Nebraska, and they didn't have to bring a ton of pressure. They do on occasion, but really they got there with 3 and 4 guys. And Mark's comment was the quarterback they were playing in that game seemed to hold on to the ball a little long. Now, that's not verbatim, that's paraphrasing, but hinting at the fact that like, I got to get the ball out sooner. And he did that. His pocket presence was by far the best that it's been all season. It's stepping up in the pocket, rolling out in the smart plays. There was one where he rolled out to his right. It was right to left on the screen. So we're going towards the north end zone. He steps up, rolls out to his right, and then goes, and just dumps it off, throws it away. Like the smart type plays, because then you can just come back. And actually, Deshaawn Lee was talking about it in our interview of like, quarterback just throws it away. You just start over. You just go back to the drawing board and take advantage of those if you're Mark. But sometimes rolling up, going over to the side, finding Jacob Gill on the 3rd and 11 on the first series, get the first down, utilizing his legs once he gets out in space, not in compromising situations, although the slide that he got rocked on, as much as I want to say it's a late hit, it was pretty much as soon as the DB like committed to making the play is right when Mark slid. It's hard to say that was a late hit. Now, obviously, I'm going to stick up for my boy. Like, I'm going to be Hayden Large. I'm going to be getting in the guy's face. Like, hey, lay off my quarterback. But I also understand that it was a late slide. You can't always stop. Like, the defenders, in some occasions, are put in a hard spot because they can't, like, they're full momentum. They're sprinting. How do you just pull up? And in that case, like, Mark has lowered his shoulder before. He doesn't always slide. That's something that he's starting to do the last couple games, which I really appreciate. But the throws were better. Like, taking the short stuff to Sam Phillips, using Caden Weegan out there on the quick out and making John Nestor stutter his feet just enough, which is really all Caden Weegan needs. I like that he's starting to understand offense a little bit more, meaning Caden, because now we can utilize him in that aspect. And not just as jet sweep guy. Because if you're just jet sweep guy, you really only have a couple things. Either you hand the ball to him or you fake it and do something else. But now he goes in motion, we throw a quick out. goes in motion, and the first touchdown we scored on, he comes in motion, and then he's going to do an orb motion back behind Mark, and then he comes back, and it was meant to be a screen out to the side. The tight end is actually hooking the corner. It's supposed to be a throw over to Caden, but the D end widens, and Mark just pump fakes and was like, oh, well, I'll just run in 2 yards, and that's the skip that you're referring to. Like, seeing the full field is exactly what he did. That looked like the quarterback that played at South Dakota State for 55-something games, right? I think he went 49-6 or something like that. Like, that's the player we were expecting. But he didn't have a spring, right? He didn't really have much of a summer. So how do you take over a team? Well, now that we're in late October, and KF always talks about you want to play meaningful games in November, that's when he's finally turning it on and saying, this is my team. And he's going out and executing like it. The deep ball to Reese VandeBergs, just letting his guy make a play. Like, he threw it a little bit behind him, but the late reaction by Reese VandeBergs is what made that play. Mm-hmm. And it was over John Nestor.
That was so cool. I loved that play. It reminded me of a play that would have been made back in 2015, like CJ and you, CJ to Vaughn, right? Mm-hmm. Like one where you just kind of, like you always say, like toss it up and let your guy make a play. That's what that felt like. And also what we've been hearing about Reese for all of summer, all of spring, is he's the type of guy that can do that and will do it. And so to see that come to fruition too, it was like so many of these pieces that people have been talking about, that we've been expecting and really wanting to see, came to light, and it was so beautiful and so fun.
And again, it wasn't like the perfectly thrown ball, but we talk about this a lot, and we call it late hands. I say we as like receivers, not we on the podcast, but late hands. So essentially, like if I'm running and I'm looking back for the ball, the moment I put my hands up, the DB knows the ball is coming because he's running with me, looking at what I'm going to do. If he sees my hands come up, he's going to rake his hands through the middle of mine, because the timing is going to be probably as soon as the ball gets there. But if I'm late with my hands, he has no idea when the ball is actually coming. There's a really good illustration of this if you go back into the archives, for those that know ball. Sidney Rice, when he's playing for Minnesota against the Dallas Cowboys, he goes, the DB never even knows that Sidney Rice even caught it because his hands were so late. It was like right as the ball came. And the DB just turns around and Sidney Rice is sprinting for the end zone. That's kind of like what Reese VandeBergs did here, where he ran his corner route as a V route, almost kind of looks like an over, and then bends it back to the pylon. And he's running. John Nestor's right there, but it's almost like he got shot in the back shoulder, contorts his body. And to be 6'4", 215 or 6'4", he looks all of 240 out there. He's a massive, massive person. To be able to do that is huge. So like, how do all these pieces play together? Kamari Moulton, Jess Patterson, Xavier Williams, right? And now Mark being as good as he is on the run game, 41 points, 41-3 in a rivalry game. I think that bodes well for the rest of the season. And that's just on offense.
That's just on offense. Yeah. I want to talk about special teams. And the reason I was just getting on my phone is because I forgot the name of the guy that was wearing 32.
KJ Parker.
Yes. Let's talk about that punt return. First of all, I think all of us were wanting a good, clean, solid punt return for a touchdown.
It almost gives you closure on Cooper DeJeans.
Totally. Yes. That's what we needed. We needed some closure. To which Cooper said he was all smiles. I'm sure he was watching. But that was so much fun because if you go back and watch it, Caden had said like in his post game press conference that he like didn't know who number 32 was. And everyone's like, oh, how do you not know who 32 is? Well, also like he's always wearing 1. AJ Parker's always wearing 1. And he didn't have a nameplate on. And so like you're running and you see nameless 32 just like absolutely demolish the punter.
Their putter.
And if you watch, this is what I was saying, if you go back and watch the clip, he looks at 32 and then he double takes as he's running. He was like, what? Who is that? And then runs in and like goes in the end zone and celebrates. But I thought that was hilarious. Like it just sent me because I was like, what? How do you, I mean, he's running full speed. He's doing his job. And he's also having the conscious thought of like, who was that? Just cracked me up.
And to your point, for those of you that don't know, so KJ Parker's 1, Xavier Wonkpa's 1. You can't have 2 of the same number on the field at any given time. So sometimes when that happens, actually, I'm trying to think of what the school was. They almost had do you know what a penny is?
Yeah.
Okay. So they used to have, again, I forget the school, but they had a penny of a different jersey that they would just put over this kid that had Velcro on the sides.
Oh, yeah.
And then that way he could be a different number from when he went out there on punt return, and then they'd rip it off when he needed his actual number. That's not quite what happened here. They just put 32 over KJ Parker so that way they didn't have duplicate number ones out there because it's a penalty. But yeah, phenomenal. Kind of waiting for one. The fact that Caden Weegan gives you that threat every single time he touches the ball, and not only just so he takes it to the crib. The next punt, they're punting to our north end zone. We don't even block it. KJ Parker is right there again, nameless 32. Sorry, this is prior to. But anyway, KJ Parker is doing the rush, doesn't block it, but the punter was so scared he shanked it like 9 yards. It was one of the worst punts I think I've ever seen in my life. Sorry.
Wow.
Sorry, Weston.
That was so...
He really shanked it, though.
I was very honest.
It went behind our guy who was trying to block it. It was... Anyway, so it goes out of bounds. The ref is like running all the way from the 20, going to the other 40. But it's just one of those things where just the threat of Caden Weegan and how well our special teams is playing right now, that it scares basically anybody that kicks off or punts in this instant. Didn't get a bunch of opportunities kick return wise, but the fact that he's so dynamic on the return game and now finally starting to get a few more reps on offense, I think it just adds another dimension to what we can do.
Cool. Tell me about defense. Really fun to watch.
Defensively, Aaron Graves with 2 sacks. You normally don't see defensive tackles that get sacks, especially in the Iowa scheme where, and I'm sure I've talked about this before, but the main job of the defensive tackles is to absorb linemen. So if one D tackle can absorb 2 linemen, which they would call that a double team on the offensive side of the ball. But if a defensive tackle can be in charge of that double team, then the linebackers can scrape paint and go make the play. So really defensive tackles don't make a ton of the plays, but 2 sacks. And he's also a finalist for the Campbell Award, which actually is more than just athletics. It's athletics, academics, and leadership. So it's really cool that he's a finalist for that. But then to come out and have 2 sacks in a rivalry game. Zach Lutmer with the pick 6. I feel like I've been waiting on that ever since the pick in Indiana. We knew that, well, shoot, he came on here, and if you haven't seen that episode, go back, and he talks about his basketball highlight tape. I think he's starting to finally get a football highlight tape, which is pretty cool too, which I probably more appreciate than his basketball stuff in high school. But all that to say, I think he's in a really good spot. I think our defense is just in a really good spot right now. Defensive backfield, TJ Hall gets his first interception of the year. Buffington comes in, gets an interception at linebacker with our 2s. I don't think Minnesota could physically do anything. And going into this game, I felt that if we got up early, they would break. And I think that's exactly what happened. I mean, if you're a guy, so if you've lost to a team 10 out of the last 11 years and you go down early, do you think that bodes well for your team to be able to respond?
No, probably
typically not, unless there's a giant culture shift of like, this is what's going to happen. But with a freshman quarterback, it was a tall task for Minnesota. So just another complete game, a tall task for them. But that's the way that I expect this Iowa football team to play. And that's what gives me hope for the Big Ten championship potentially.
Okay.
But to go back, you actually had a fun time on the field.
Well, I always have a fun time on the field. But I thought of you because we talked a lot about Goldie, their mascot. Talked about him quite a bit because he's a really good mascot and wins a lot of national championships. Mascot national championships. Which is just funny to even like think about. But either way, I was like, he was over by where I was standing. And I was like, you know what? Here's my opportunity. We're going to tie a couple of things together from the podcast. Something about me, something about you. You love TJ Hall's.
I love it.
The thumb down celebration. And I, of course, always talk about mascots and lore and all the things. And so I was like, what better way to tie in Talkin Hawks on the field at Kinnick than to have a picture with Goldie doing the thumbs down celebration. And so here it is. We're going to put it up on the screen. It's a work of art. Isn't it beautiful?
Isn't it beautiful?
I was very proud of it. And I was thinking about you. So
thanks.
There you go. Take that. All right. I need an unsung hero from this game. Give it to me.
Do you want it by JB Roofing?
Yes, in particular. That would be great.
Unsung hero brought to you by JB Roofing. John is cringing over that. It's going to be Carson Shire. Okay, Carson Shire, a linebacker. He's kind of made a lot of plays this year. They don't give 43 out to just anybody. But on this particular play, it's on Zach Lutmer's pick 6. So the way that they had it, it's not that Lutmer was necessarily in man-to-man, but it was almost a rub route based on where Carson Shire is. So Carson Shire is hard inside leverage, and his guy
is going wide. So he's got to run with him to go there. And he has to run underneath Zach Lutmer in order to get to his guy. When that happens, he's in what I would call a trail position, meaning he's behind the guy he's trying to cover. So he's just trying to basically sprint him down. What that does is it forces the quarterback to try and throw over because of where the defensive guy is. He's like, well, I can't throw it short because the guy's there. So I got to throw it over. Well, because he threw it up in the air, gave Zach Lutmer enough time, who's reading eyes the entire time, didn't take eyes off the QB, sees that, knows that Carson's in a trail position, gets on top, picks it, and then it's just not often that those guys get to go like just hit somebody without the ball. Like they just want to go and hit everybody. I know Xavier's one of those guys who just wants to go hit somebody. Yeah, Brock loves this play. Hit a bunch of people. Zach Lutmer obviously does what he does best, even though it's not on a basketball court, goes and scores a touchdown. Basically because Carson Shire was in the trail position with his, basically just doing his job. Playing man-to-man underneath. Zach Lutmer picks it, takes it back. So Unsung Hero, brought to you by JP Roofing, Carson Shire.
Great. Thanks. I just need to say this in case it's on camera. Brock was eating some like dried mangoes over here and he dropped them and they're definitely a little bit dirty, but he's a third kid. So we're just going to let it roll. He's got the immune system of I don't even know.
The third kid.
The third kid. He just needs a snack. Okay. Let it happen. Okay. We're going to get into our interview with Deshaawn Lee. Enjoy. We'll be right back.
Need a new roof, gutter, or siding in Eastern Iowa? Call JB Roofing, a local and reliable roofer with over 20 years of experience. They do one roof at a time, unlike others who may juggle multiple projects and cut corners. They also serve a 45-mile radius around Kelowna and can help you with any insurance claims. No wait, call 319-656-ROOF or visit their website, jbroofingkelowna.com for a free estimate. JB Roofing, the small-town roofer you can trust. Hey Hawkeye fans, Big Grove is proud to be an official craft brewery of the Iowa Hawkeyes. Whether you're at the game or watching from home, Big Grove has got you covered. Enjoy an Easy Eddie from the stands or visit them for every Hawkeye game at any of their 4 convenient Iowa locations, whether that be Iowa City, Cedar Rapids, Des Moines, or my favorite, Solon. Cold beer, an award-winning game day menu, and warm hospitality welcome you and fellow fans as we root for the Hawks. Big Grove Brewery, your official watch party headquarters of the Iowa Hawkeyes. Go Hawks.
Big Grove Brewery, an official craft brewery of the Iowa Hawkeyes. Enjoy responsibly.
The Appliance Barn, a grand appliance company, offers a wide range of high-quality appliances at unbeatable prices.
Whether you're in the market for a new refrigerator, dishwasher, or washing machine, they've got you covered. They also have a delivery and setup department to ensure your appliances get delivered and installed quickly. To find out more, visit appliancebarn.com. Iowa City Tire and Service offers the area's best automotive repair while offering top-notch customer service and a unique environment.
They have beer.
And that makes them unique?
No, but they have a really big dog.
Again, does that make them unique?
I mean, they have cookies for their customers.
Not unique.
They have great t-shirts.
Still waiting for it.
They have arcade games like Dig Dug that I may or may not have the current high score on. Still.
What?
Okay then, Iowa City Tire and Service has over 640 5-star Google reviews, and ChatGPT even says it's the #1 choice in the area.
You know, now that you mention it, those guys are pretty great.
Check them out at ictire.com or give them a call, 319-338-5401.
All right, Talkin Hawks fans, well, we're going to round out the defensive side in the backfield at least. Everyone, please welcome to Talkin Hawks, Deshaawn Lee.
Nice to meet you guys. Thanks for having me.
Was that correct? Did I use the correct verbiage? The
Yes.
backfield and the
Golf clap.
Yep.
See?
Defensive backfield. Not too many people get that right, but yeah.
No, don't.
No. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful. I'm doing really well. Excited to be here. Nice to finally meet you guys and, talk on you guys' podcast. So I'm doing pretty well. How you guys doing?
Hey, we're doing good.
Doing well. And how about that off the game ceiling play?
Yeah,
Not
man.
too shabby, huh?
Yeah, man. That was a great feeling, man. It ain't too many feelings that can compare to that, so definitely remember that for the rest of my life.
Mhm.
And was happy to just cherish that moment with my teammates, man. So I know that's gonna be a big moment in all their lives also. So yeah, man, I'm just grateful and blessed for that.
It's so funny to see the difference in like your demeanor right now as opposed to like your post game like press conference.
Yeah.
Because you were like bouncing all over. I'm feeling good. You're all over the place. The adrenaline.
I was still feeling those emotions and stuff like that. And, you know, it's a new week, so you know the outlook is always forward and on to the next team. So, you know, can't get too caught up into those emotions and stuff like that because, you know, it's a long season.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm definitely still excited for it and definitely happy that happened. But, you know, it's on to the next week, trying to do it again, you know. So
That media training is high. The media question was great. One thing that I was looking for, and I've seen TJ Hall do it a couple times where he does the incomplete and then the thumbs down, which cracks me up. The thumbs down is one of my favorite. If you would have just done that to their sideline, I would have lost it.
That's kind of his thing. He been doing that. I've been seeing that in practice, like throughout campus.
There's nothing more disrespectful than getting a thumbs down.
Them receivers, they don't like seeing that, you know. So he definitely like to get them receivers some problems.
Mm-hmm. So he playing well too.
Yeah, definitely.
But we'll start. Sorry, go ahead. The way we normally start.
Yeah, where are you from?
I'm from Detroit, Michigan.
Okay.
Yep, I grew up in Detroit. I went to Belleville High School, and like when I got to high school, we kind of moved from Detroit. But yeah, I grew up in Detroit.
Are you a Lions fan?
Definitely.
Okay.
Love the Lions. I've always been a Lions fan my whole life, man. I just remember.
So you've been through some rough years.
A lot of Thanksgivings got ruined being a Lions fan, but yeah, man, I've always been a Lions fan. I love them.
You say a lot of Thanksgivings got ruined.
Yes, we play almost like every Thanksgiving.
Right.
Green Bay Packers didn't ruined our Thanksgiving a few times, but yeah, we getting some success now, so
I was gonna say
I'm happy about that.
Tide's turning up there, and a lot of Iowa guys up there.
Yeah, that's what make it even more exciting to watch. You know, I got teammates that I've been playing with that's actually making plays for my favorite NFL team. So that's definitely very cool.
Mm-hmm. Was there any Lions players that you watched kind of growing up that you wanted to like be like or to be? You got older.
Not really. I wouldn't say. It was just my hometown team. So like every Sunday, me and the fam always got the Lions game on, and we almost so close to winning. We got Matthew Stafford, Calvin Johnson. We had Reggie Bush for a little while, Golden Tate. So we had a lot of exciting guys to watch. So I just used to enjoy watching them, and you know the wins that we did get meant a lot. We didn't win too much, so you know it was just a good day when we did win. So I enjoy watching everybody.
Can I ask you a dumb question?
What's up?
It's dumb. It's really dumb. Golden Tate.
Yeah.
Is his name Golden?
Yes.
Yeah.
He's a real one?
Yes. He went to Notre Dame.
Okay.
Yep.
I was asking. Yeah. I knew you were going to think I was dumb, so I wanted to ask you to make me nicer. Do you have any siblings?
Yeah, I got a little sister. She's she's in her senior year, so she's about to graduate high school. Man, watching her grow up is crazy, making me feel a little old. But yeah, I got a little sister. I'm on my mom's side, and my dad got he got some kids too, but I'm pretty close to like my brothers on my dad's side also.
Okay.
They about your age?
Yeah, we all about the same age, like a year or two apart.
Dang.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That's cool. Was there like a competitive thing as you guys were growing up or not?
That's
really?
exactly what I was thinking.
Not really. I wouldn't say it was. Like my brothers, they not really into sports and stuff like that.
Okay.
They don't
So you
really
just
play
dominated
sports.
them and that was it?
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say that. See, my mom's stepbrother, which I call my brother because like we're close in age and we grew up together. We definitely have that competitive edge against each other. Like I kind of blame him as the reason, you know, why I am how I am in football today, because he used to just beat me all the time out in the yard, you know, and that used to make me mad because I was a competitor, obviously.
Sure.
So he was older than me. So just losing to an older guy all the time kind of make you better in the long run. So
I like hearing that because we got a 4-year-old, a 2.5-year-old, and then a 6-month-old, a boy, girl, boy. And I feel like our oldest is going to beat up on the other boy a lot.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's that brotherly love. You gotta have that brotherly love show you the older sibling. So it's gonna make your siblings better in the long run.
I say right now he just tackles his sister. We gotta be like, hey, lay off Blair a little bit.
Your sister, is she an athlete?
Not really, but she
Okay.
is athletic. I will
Okay.
say she's athletic, but she's not really. She don't do sports or anything like that. She cheer. She
Hey, now.
model.
That's
and stuff
controversial,
like-
man.
I was a
What?
cheerleader.
Are you a
Deshaun.
cheerleader?
Yeah,
If cheer is, considered athletic or not.
a sport.
Oh yeah,
sport.
I mean, it definitely take athleticism to be a cheerleader. Y'all do some very athletic things, but I was thinking of like, volleyball,
The actual,
or,
yeah.
basketball or something like
Fair.
that. But yeah, she cheered for a little bit. She liked to model and stuff like that. So
Oh, very
Yeah.
cool. Does she know what she's going to go to school for?
yeah, she want to be I want to say a vet.
Really?
Like, she want to work with animals and stuff like that.
She can talk to Cohen's dad.
Yeah,
See?
Full circle.
definitely.
Full
yeah.
circle. You got the connection. Hopefully, she doesn't have to be a prison guard before she becomes a vet. That would be.
I don't know if she built for that. I don't know if she anywhere close to being built for that. But
Is she
yeah.
thinking about coming to Iowa, or does she know where she's gonna go?
Nah, she wants to go to an HBCU.
Okay.
She wants to go to Howard.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where's that at exactly?
It's in Washington, D.C.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah. She just recently went on a visit there with my mom. They went on a visit up there to, I guess, like get a tour and stuff like that. So, yep, that's where she want to go.
Hmm.
Did she have any others she was looking at?
I'm pretty sure Spelman. Is that? I want to say that's in Atlanta. I'm not sure. But I know she wanted to go. She had a few options of HBCUs and stuff like that. Like, she been kind of big on that since she was a little younger. So
Gotcha.
What are you majoring in?
I'm majoring in enterprise leadership.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What do you want to do with that?
Business guy, real estate. I took a lot of like financing, consulting, marketing classes and stuff like that. So I just want to be a business guy, run my own business one day. Help a lot of people out, invest. So
Oh, okay. If
Yeah.
you were to start your own business in Iowa City, what would it be? Like anything, not just like like boring finance
Ooh.
stuff.
Okay, not boring finance stuff. I want to start a restaurant.
What kind?
So we have a restaurant in Detroit called Coney Island. So we got like Coney Islands and stuff like that. It's like 24 hours. Like, if you ask anybody from Detroit, like, what's one of their favorite restaurants and places to eat, it's probably gonna be Coney Island. 'Cause it's always open. They got so many different types of food. It's really good, nice cooks. And I always wanted to, I thought about bringing one here. I feel like a lot of people around here would love that type of food and stuff like that. And yeah, I thought about it.
I think the best marketing you can do. So we had Trevor Lauk on here,
Mm-hmm.
and the offensive line always has dinner on Thursday nights.
Yeah.
And he was starting to pitch it to restaurants and said, hey, if you want to sponsor our O-line, he said he's going to call it Chubb's Grubs. So once you get that
Dudes,
restaurant going, Chubb's Grubs at
Dudes.
Coney Island.
Yeah, I might have to let them guys know, man. See what they thinking about. Maybe create a business plan during the off season. I
There you
don't
go.
know.
Hawks helping Hawks,
I
man.
don't know, man. We'll see.
What kind of food do they have?
What you like?
Really? They have
Yeah.
like anything. You know what they say about restaurants that have like a big menu? It means they aren't very good.
I agree, but Coney Island, you get the exception. You want
Okay.
breakfast, you can go there and get some breakfast. You want lunch, go there get lunch. Dinner, get dinner.
Uh-huh.
You want chicken, you want chili cheese fries, you want a chicken pita, you want a grilled chicken salad, you want a burger. They got everything.
Okay. Is it kind of like elevated bar food? Like not quite like what you'd get at like a yucky bar.
Or is it kind of like closer to like a Cheesecake Factory that has a little bit of everything?
Oh, I kind of want to say it's not similar to a Cheesecake Factory, but it does have, like, the Cheesecake Factory menu is pretty
Mhm.
big. It got a lot of things. Like, I
Right.
would say have a lot of different menu items,
Hmm.
stuff like that.
Is it a chain?
Yeah. It's different. It's different types of Coney Islands. Like,
Wow.
I don't know. But when you go anywhere else, nobody know what it is. So I think it's just like I wouldn't say only Detroit, because you have Coney Islands like in different suburbs around Detroit, but Detroit is where the best food is. Like the best cooks, the best Coney Island restaurants. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So if you started one here, okay. Yeah, I'm seeing this. I think this could be a really good idea, especially in the Iowa City area, because if it's like open 24 hours.
Exactly.
Think about
we
the
have
clientele.
well, for me, like when my family come out after the games, like when we have a night game, when we done with the game, not too many places that's open to eat that you really enjoy. You know what I mean? So I'm thinking like, okay, if we had like a 24-hour, Coney Island, which a lot of people where I'm from, like, and a lot of people around here never had that type of food, so they might like it. And it's open 24 hours. Late night, you want some good food, go right downtown, get this.
Would you call it Coney Island or would you call it Deshaawn Island?
I mean, I would probably keep it as the Coney Island, just to
try and keep that brand.
Yeah.
Okay.
Coney Island.
Coney Island.
Yeah. Coney.
That's great.
That's.
Coney.
No, I don't know if they might try to sue me for stealing their name. I don't know if I can do that.
That's fair. Do you like night games? Speaking of those.
Oh man, I love night games.
You do?
Love them.
Really?
You gotta be like the
I
only
love
one
the
that we talk to.
environment.
Yes.
The environment is just incredible. You can literally feel it. So, but I would say, like for a recovery standpoint, like a night away game, kind of tough because you get back home super late. But like a daytime game, I'm not opposed to those either. I love the 11 a.m. games. We haven't had one of those in a while, but the 11 a.m. games is pretty cool.
Okay.
Those are my favorite.
Yeah.
You wake up, you basically wake up, get down there for breakfast, then you're on the bus, you're out.
Yeah, it's like the routine you've been on like your whole life growing up playing football. Is always early in the morning. You wake up, get
Just
it
go.
all. Exactly. And after you just.
That's not true. Friday night football games.
He's thinking more practice.
Yeah, I'm
like
thinking
the practice schedule now. You get up, you're doing football by 8 a.m. Like,
Exactly.
Okay. Makes sense.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of guys have said they love the atmosphere, but they don't love the like waiting around all day.
Yeah.
But Cohen said he watches a lot of movies, so he'll just watch like a couple of movies throughout the day.
Yeah.
What do you do leading up to a night
I
game?
usually try to watch a game, like, because it's definitely going to be another game on. So I try to just catch a game, see what they doing, just get a vibe of the game, what the offense is doing. Or I'll just try to watch some of my friends or former teammates, watch their games, because I got a lot of guys from my high school and just from my area in general that's like all over the country doing pretty good at their colleges. So I'll just try to check them out, see what they doing for like the first half that I can watch it for. And yeah, that's what I try to do when I'm waiting.
Did you go to a big school?
I went to Belleville.
So like how many people did you graduate with?
Maybe like 400, somewhere around
I mean,
there.
that's pretty
Yeah,
big.
it was pretty big. We was in Division I, so we was like one of the bigger schools.
Because it's
Like-
division. Forgive me, because it's a little different everywhere.
Yeah, definitely.
So Division I is the biggest schools, and then it goes down to
Yeah.
Division 2, 3.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. So we had a pretty decent amount of people at our school.
Would you have played against Cohen?
No, I don't know I'm pretty sure.
I couldn't remember if they were Division 1 or Division 2.
I'm not sure what division they was in. I don't think they was in Division I though. Yeah, and they was also in a different district, so yeah, we never played them.
Sure.
Hmm.
What was the recruiting process like for you?
It was I got my first offer my freshman year in high school.
Dang.
From
From who?
Kentucky, University of Kentucky. I had my first offer my freshman year at like the end of my freshman season. Got a Kentucky offer. I battled with 2 shoulder surgeries. Like early in my high school process. So like I'll say once it got time to go off to college in like my senior year, it was kind of slowed down a little bit. And then that's when Coach Parker reached out and, had a visit and came up here and stuff like that. So
your first offer was Kentucky.
yeah.
And then Iowa didn't reach out until like the end of your senior year.
Yeah.
Whoa.
But I will say I had guys on my high school team that was getting looked at by Iowa, and like Coach Parker knew, so he would be like around, for like some of the older guys and
Sure,
stuff
and then
like
just
that.
happen to see you while he's looking at.
Yeah, most
Hey.
likely, yeah.
Is that how it happens a lot at your school? Because it sounds like you went to school with like a lot of guys that went on to play.
Definitely.
What other like guys went to different teams?
Oh man, like really like any place you can think of, those coaches knew my head coach, and they would come to our high school. We used to have like the scouting days where we wake up real early. It's like so many college coaches coming to our practices and just watching us and stuff like that. And I had a lot of 4-star, 5-star teammates, so they got some
Dang.
big coaches coming in to come meet them and stuff like that. And my head coach would be like, "Hey, coach, like meet this guy also. Like these some pretty good players too." So yeah, pretty much everybody used to be at my high school.
Really?
Yep.
Are there any names that like maybe we would know that play now?
You saying coaches or
Guys that you played with.
Guys you played with that now play at other.
You guys definitely know Bryce Underwood.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, that was my quarterback.
he's a freshman quarterback in Michigan
Oh,
right now.
VandeBergs.
Oh yeah,
He plays at Oklahoma. Damon Payne.
yeah. So y'all had some dudes.
Yeah, we had a lot. We had a lot of dudes. Like Devontae Dobbs, Julian Barnett, Andre Selden.
So is that at a school like that? So like I came from South Dakota, which is very different than that.
Yeah.
Where basically you got one or two guys, they play every position just because you don't have the
Mhm.
depth. So at a school that is that big, did you strictly play corner, or did you play a little receiver? Did you do other things?
So coming into high school, I was really an offensive player, but my head coach, he was like a defensive guy. So he saw the potential in me as playing like corner and defensive back. So that's when I made that transition. But I couldn't just leave my offensive route, so I played both sides of the ball.
Oh wow.
But man, yeah, we were stacked, man. We had a lot of good guys, a lot of talent. So yeah, in the beginning years, it was kind of hard to play both sides. It was
Sure.
really much everybody just played one side of the ball, because it was
Which
kind of
makes sense when you got all those guys, right?
exactly. It was kind of hard to practice and do what you need to do for defense while also practicing and knowing the plays for offense.
Mhm.
So, but eventually throughout my high school career, it was just like, okay, we got to find a way to get you the ball, and we made that happen. So,
Mhm.
Yeah,
We're from like a small town now.
mhm.
So at one point we had a quarterback who also played, I think, like defensive back and then was also the punter.
Yeah.
I don't remember his name. Timmons.
Oh
Right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he was a returner.
He
Yeah.
had a returner. Yeah. He just like literally he never was on the sidelines.
Yeah, we had a lot of guys, so and a lot of those guys were getting looked at, so they was pretty much you played your position, you did your role
Mhm.
for the team.
That's kind of cool
Yeah.
though, to be able to like specialize in something.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Gotcha.
Well, I know that you play DB now, but you ever get sad you weren't on the good side of the ball?
Man, thinking about it, I'm kind of happy I played defense. You know what I mean?
That's sad.
I definitely would much rather deliver the hit than be taking the hit.
I feel you on that.
I just feel like to be a defensive player, you got to have a certain mindset.
Mhm.
Offensive guys, I feel like they got a certain mindset, and it kind of trickles into a lot of decisions in your life, at the same time. So, yeah, I just, I'm happy where I'm at. I love being on the defensive side. We got a tough task. Offensive guys, going into a play knowing exactly what's about to go on, and
Right.
defense is just all reaction. You don't know what the offense is about to do. I mean, you can study film and have a good sense of what they're about to do, but you pretty much got to react on the fly, and
Mhm.
that kind of shows a lot about the type of person you are, I feel like.
I think corner, and I didn't talk about this with TJ Hall, but I think corner outside of tight end
Mm-hmm.
is the hardest physical position on the field
Man,
because you got to move and run, and like
was tough.
sometimes the pick that Xavier had, he was lined up against a tight end
Mhm.
1-on-1. Now he beat him on the inside on the slant and it got picked, but
Mhm.
like you got to take on those guys
Yeah.
and then pulling guards that come out. If you're the guy, you just got to take one for the team,
Yeah, for sure.
right? Like I think
Yeah.
athletically and just having to chase guys around,
Yeah.
like admittedly, but then tight end having to know all the blocking schemes, all the pass
Mhm.
schemes.
and then still have to go run a route on a Deshaun Lee or
Mhm.
run a route on Xavier Wangpa.
Yeah.
Like I think those are the two most physically demanding positions on the field.
Oh yeah, I definitely feel like corner for sure. Tight ends, I'm not really sure. I don't really live in that world too much. Truthfully, I kind of feel for my D line and O linemen because they go into battle every single play,
That's
every
true.
single day in practice. They got a lot of wrestling
That's true.
to do. So I kind of feel for them guys. So
You said that you feel like it trickles into like everyday life, like
Mhm.
playing on the defensive side of the ball. What do you mean by that?
just like the mindset you gotta have. I don't really know how to put it in words. I just feel like it's something that, like, when you experiencing or you living through, you kind of just realize it. I don't really know how to shape it into words, but like, it's always got to be in that. I
Was
don't
it
know,
like a
it's-
reaction thing? Like you got to control your reaction compared to whatever the offense gives you. So like his life offense, and you just have to
you can
adjust
kinda
as you go.
you can kind of look at it like that. Like I try to use this as an example, but just like, for example, offensive guys, it's, a quarterback defense could do a very good job, and the quarterback could just throw the ball away, and it's just they get another try. Like, let's just try again. But defense is like, when you in the play, you can't. It ain't nothing you can really do to just, all right, let me throw in the flag or let me throw in the towel real quick and let's just get a redo. You know what I mean? So it's just like every play really matters when you out there, and that's just kind of how you got to look at a lot of situations. You don't really get a redo. You know what I mean? So
Right, 10 out of 11 guys can be on the same page, and if the one guy isn't, offense usually scores.
exactly.
Mm.
But offense, all 11 guys doing their job, quarterback gets startled, let's just throw it away. Come on, let's try again. We get another chance. You know what I mean? So,
You ever talk like that to Mark?
what you say?
You ever talk like that to Mark?
To Mark?
Yeah, Mark Gronowski be like, yeah, just throw it away.
Nah, I don't really, because I'll be trying to make the play. So
Sure.
I kind of want them to throw the ball.
Sure.
Yeah. Was there any other sports that you played in high school or like growing up?
See, I always been for some reason, like, majority of everything that I do, I'm pretty decent at. So I always been a basketball guy.
I'm waiting on that.
I
Yeah.
played basketball growing up for some AAU teams.
Okay.
But when I got to high school, I just focused strictly on football. I ran track in 2020, but then COVID hit, and then we had to cancel all of that and stuff like that. So in high school, I strictly just did football, but I always was able to, do anything else really.
Yeah, that makes sense. So just
Yeah.
a natural.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
pretty much.
What were you going to run in track in 2020?
I actually had one track meet. We had one track meet one time, and that was literally the end of that. But I ran the 100.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, why do you laugh? Just because you only had one? Or
Yeah,
did like
'cause
something go funny?
I'm thinking about it, and that was literally the only memory I had of track. We used to go out and practice, just mess around, and we actually had a track meet this day. I never ran track. I never knew how it really worked, but I just was out there running. Wasn't that fast. This guy is running past me. What the heck? I usually always been the fastest guy on my team or like one of the fastest dudes. So, going out there and, getting burnt a little bit by some of them guys. I'm like, oh, snaps. I might actually got to take this serious and start putting a little more effort into it. But once that happened,
You're like, that's it.
Yeah.
I'm not getting burned anymore.
COVID happened. It was just like, all right, now let me just focus on speed training and
Mhm.
stuff like that.
What year of school would that have been for you?
Junior
Your junior year.
year of high school.
Okay.
No, sophomore. It was sophomore year actually.
Okay.
Yep.
Gotcha. So then by that point, you had pretty much decided football was going to be the route.
Yeah. For
What
sure.
made you decide like, okay, no basketball, let's just really focus on football? What was the switch?
So my freshman year, me and some of my teammates that was playing football, we like, hey man, let's play basketball this year. Let's be on the freshman team too. So we went to like a tryout or whatever. Like we made the team, but like it just wasn't, I don't know. It just wasn't for me. Like I was just like, let me just stick to football, put all my effort and energy into this. Yeah, it just didn't fall through.
Mm-hmm. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay. So if you're going to the rec, and we always ask the guys this because
Mm-hmm.
everybody thinks they're the best basketball player on the team. I think probably I would say
At
like,
least 3 different people have come in here and said they're the best one.
Okay,
If
that's understandable.
Yeah. So if you were to guess, there's one guy that came in here and was like, look, I'm the best one on the team. I think everybody would say I'm the best. And go check out my high school basketball tape. Okay.
See, we had a lot of guys that got some good basketball highlights. I will
Okay.
say that. I saw a couple of my teammates' basketball tape. I'm like, hold on. I wasn't doing that,
Yeah.
but I know if we hop on the court right now, I still get my buckets.
Okay.
You know, I'm still choosing me to win.
Okay.
But like, yeah, I'm not doing all these windmills and
Sure.
slamming it like that. I'm not doing that.
So if you were to guess who said that, one of your teammates, somebody on your side of the ball, I'll give you that.
Okay, then I definitely got 2 guys in mind who definitely said that.
Who?
It was either Lubmer or TJ. It was
It
Lubmer.
was Lubmer.
It was Lubmer. I could tell.
Yes.
We gave him a chance at the end. We're like, hey, like anything you want to plug, like as far as like NIL stuff and things like that, things
Yeah.
people should follow. And he's like, yeah, go look at my high school basketball tape. That's what he wanted to plug at the
He
end.
was nice. He was nice. I will give him that. He was nice.
It's just
But
a wild thing to end with.
Yeah.
All right. Well, so if you had to pick a top 5, you're like, all right, these are the other 4 guys, because I assume you're going to put yourself in the starting 5.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Who are the other 4 guys
Oh,
you're
that's
running
tough.
at the rec?
Other 4 guys that I want on my team.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say VandeBergs. No, he tall. I
Taking
hope-
him over Lubber with the first pick.
No, I'm just thinking. I'm building it around me. Like I'm the star player. You know what I mean? I'm running the point.
Yes.
But,
All right. So where's Reese? See you 3? Is he 4?
We all just, we
you
don't
just
really
play.
do
Okay.
the 1, 2,
Lu-
3,
wait,
4.
he was like, all right, so I'm the 1, he's the 2, he's the 3. We need a stretch. Like he was.
See, I
was
just
into
like the hoop. We play good defense. we can get a bucket. I'm not really worried about the offense.
I
I'm
love
just
that.
good defense. Be able to guard some guys.
All right, so we got Reese. Obviously you.
I'm gonna have to go Lubmer.
You are
I'll
going
put
to
Lubmer on my team. Yeah.
Okay.
Lubmer a good teammate.
He not giving you the ball. Just know that.
He might get a little tired. We might have to
If
take
he gets
turns. Man.
tired,
I
you'll
got
be
you this possession. Give it to me. I got a bucket. But let me think. Okay. I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna go Kenny.
Kenny
Kenny
Merriweather?
Merriweather, yeah.
Okay.
He got a strap, man. He big.
I was going to say, how big is he?
He about like 6'3", 6'4".
Yeah.
He's a big guy. Yeah, I like the big team,
Sure.
Run the big guys. You got the little small guards. Okay, so that's 3.
You got
That's
4. Including
Um,
yourself, that's 4.
Who's gonna be my 5th?
You're kind of a small team right now.
A small?
Yeah, I mean, they're all like 6'3", 6'4", except for you and Love.
Right. That's pretty good at the rec. Them guys-
That's
we
true.
ain't going
That's true.
against the NBA team. We
That's
just
true.
got to get it done in the rec. You know what I mean? So,
That's fair.
so I got those guys. Who else? Who's gonna be my 5th? See, my original squad, they graduated. They gone now. So I'm trying to think of, we
Current
haven't
guys.
really been hooping as of currently. So I'm trying to think of who currently would be a nice.
Here, I'll give you this. We had a
Nice
guy
team.
on the podcast not long ago. He's on the other side of the ball, comparing himself to Jokic.
The Jokic.
And you have not picked him.
The Jokic. Are you talking? You're not talking about Peeper, are you?
No, but but
Everyone brings up Peeper
but
about
there's-
everything.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, like he must be like the craziest athlete on the team or something.
He pretty athletic. I played basketball with him. He pretty good too.
Okay.
He's good.
That's
too.
not who said it, but I mean, obviously he could be one of your picks.
Yeah, just give me Pete, man.
Okay.
That's a decent squad.
Lout called himself Jokic.
Loud?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
I never saw him play basketball. I haven't hooped with too many guys, man. all my hooper teammates, they gone. They long gone.
Well, who'd you
man,
play with
so.
before?
Yeah, I used to play with Craig,
Okay.
Jay Higg, Coop, YA.
So y'all had a squad.
Yeah. Luke Lachey used to hoop with us. Yeah, so we had some pretty good hoopers.
So we had Jay Higgins on our first season? And I want to know if you agree or disagree with this comment.
Mhm.
He called himself the LeBron James of the football team.
I'll give him that. Especially once he came in one day with the LeBron beard. One day during the winter, he came in with like the LeBron James beard. It was so hilarious. Like I had to take a picture of it. And also like his mannerisms on the court and stuff like that is
He does
definitely-
mimic that?
Yeah. Like Kel, he do this little thing. It's hilarious, man. But he do this little thing like imitating like LeBron and Jay Higg. It's very funny. So I'll give him that.
All right.
I give him that. I will say he's like the LeBron James.
You don't even want to say it. We're like, okay,
if
I'll
we
say-
talking in that aspect.
Yeah.
Well, that's what has brought up this entire conversation. It seems like every time, like during every episode, we come back to this, like, who's your top 5? Because Jay was so serious about being like the best on the team.
Yeah, he
And
was
so,
good.
depending on who you ask, like, hey, like, do you think Jay? Some people are like, absolutely not. What a joke. But hey, I appreciate you like giving him some props.
Oh yeah, he was pretty good. I give him his props. We played King of the Court though, and I had to him, Craig and TJ. We played King of the Court. I had to get the victory, you know. So
What's that? What's King of the Court?
it's basically like 1-on-1, but it's you go up to 7 points. So if you score, you stay on the court, and then the next defender come on. But if you get the defensive stop, now you're on offense. So you basically, it's just the first person to like 7 points. And it's just like a game of 1-on-1, but like you going against everybody.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
yeah.
Was it close?
We usually have close games. They all are pretty close, but you know, they call me Kobe Bean Bryant on the court. You know what I'm saying? So.
What? The what?
Kobe Bean Bryant.
Bean?
Why?
Yeah,
Why?
because I hoop like Kobe.
Why? What's
play
the
like
bean
Kobe.
part?
That's like my nickname. Everybody call me Bean.
Why?
So long, like in middle school, one of my childhood best friends, he used to call me Sean. Everybody used to call me Sean, obviously short for Deshaun.
Got it. Okay.
And he used to call me Sean Bean. I don't know where it came from or like what made him think of that, but we was just like some class clowns back then. So he used to call me that, and then eventually like the Sean just got taken off, and it's just been Bean like ever since. So that's just what everybody like to call me. I don't
Kobe
know.
Bean Bryant.
Yeah, so Kobe Bean
Love
Bryant, you know?
That's funny.
That's it must be like a Michigan thing. Because do you know Desmond? Well,
Yeah.
has he? Because
Wait,
he
who?
Desmond King. Like
Oh,
he
yeah,
came
yeah, yeah.
back. Because he was there last.
He's been helping out with you guys,
Oh, yeah,
hasn't he?
definitely.
Yeah.
So he was Buddha the whole time.
Yep.
And I think that's just because his mom said he had a round belly when he was a baby.
Yeah, probably. I'm not sure. I'm not sure about that, but that sounds like something that could be true. Yeah, you definitely usually get a nickname where I'm from.
Yeah.
People
How
just
has
call
that
you
been
something.
having Desmond in the room with you guys?
Oh man, that's been amazing. I tell him that all the time. Like, just the impact that he been having on the guys is just great. Like he help us out in so many ways, whether it's just getting extra work in. I mean, he been a pro for how long? So, you know, he's telling you from firsthand experience, you know, everything. So just to be able to, you know, have a guy like that, you know, helping you and, you know, wishing for the best for you, you know, that's just great.
Mhm.
You know, just having that confidence, helping you build your confidence, helping you build your technique. Just all of that. He's been a great help to us, and we definitely all appreciate him.
Yeah. That's really cool. Helping
Yeah.
build your confidence. What do you mean by that?
I mean, you build your confidence just through repetition. Like
Okay.
you do some so many times, you got confidence in the ability to be able to do it and execute it. So just, you know, just finding time, whether it's before practice or after practice, to just, you know, get certain reps in and stuff like that. And he just critiquing your reps, and you just trying to perfect it so that you could, you know, if you need to, just do it on your own sometimes, just to, you know, build that confidence in it, in your ability to have good technique and, you know, perform on the field. So
Me and Matt talk about this a lot, that like there's different ways that you can coach a player. Like some players are like self-corrective, where
Mhm.
like you don't really have to get on them that much. They're like, yeah, I got it, like understood. And they're not going to make the same mistake twice.
yeah.
Whereas like there's some other guys that are like, they like a lot more coaching. They like
Mhm.
to be critiqued a little bit more just to know exactly what the expectation is. Where would
Yeah.
you rate yourself on like that scale?
Yeah, I might fall under the, like, I like to be coached. I like to know what I can get better at. I don't really need to, you know, be praised or anything
Mm.
about when I do something good or anything like that. I like tough coaching, you know, because I feel like that just builds
You got the right
character. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. You know, it just builds character. You know, and sometimes you just need the tough truth, the hard truth. You know what I mean? So I definitely like the tough coaching rather than I don't really need to say nothing to him and stuff like that. Like, I truly feel like if a coach not really, you know, saying anything to you, just like, you know, that's not really a good thing. You want them, you know, critiquing what you do and helping you be better.
Mm-hmm.
One of the coaches I had when I was playing said, don't be worried about me talking to you too much. Be worried when I'm not talking to you at all.
Exactly.
Because that means you've lost my time.
Exactly.
And that's the most important thing when it comes to the coach, right?
Yeah, I've definitely I've walked by the bench when Coach Parker is talking sweetly to you guys.
Sweetly.
Yeah. Giving you some kind coaching.
Just sweet nothings. Yeah.
Yeah, just little pointers. Here
Yeah,
and there.
just some little pointers.
Yeah.
You know, friendly reminders.
Yeah. What is it like being coached by Coach Parker? I feel like he's one of those guys that, gosh, people, I mean, nationally, he's a nationally known coach for so many different reasons. And kind of one of those guys that a little bit flies under the radar. You don't hear from him too much, like out in the media, if that makes sense. But he does his job so unbelievably well for a really long time. So what's that like?
Like, that's definitely amazing. Like, you don't really, like, even with like Coach Parker and Coach Ferentz, like, they just so just amazing of people. And it's like, when it's all over, you're gonna cherish the moments that you have with them. You know what I mean? So every single day with Coach Parker is just a blessing, you know, just being in that meeting with him, and just hearing the things that he say, the way he coach, man, it's really unique. It's truly unique, man. And I definitely appreciate it. I feel like it make a lot of our guys better. And it give us a different viewpoint, you know, about a lot of things that we think matter. You know what I mean? That really might not matter to when it comes to, you know, being the best player that you can be. So, man, just learning from him, you know, picking his brain, just, you know, having one-on-one talks with him and stuff like that. It's just truly a blessing because I know it's a lot of people that wish they could be coached by somebody that great and of that caliber. So yeah, it's a very good experience.
And it comes from somebody who's done it. Right. I forget, was he a 2 or 3 time All-American at Michigan State?
He was a 3-time All Big Ten.
Or All Big Ten, sorry.
Yeah, he was 3-time All Big Ten at Michigan State. I'm pretty sure.
Like he was a dude.
Yeah, he was the guy, man.
Oh yeah, which is why like when the Michigan State head job became available, his name kept getting thrown into the ring. But there's no way he's leaving Iowa.
Oh yeah.
Oh, interesting. Gotcha.
Yeah,
well, you say you like you appreciate like tougher, harder coaching. I feel like Matt's in real estate. You kind of threw out real estate as something maybe you might do. And there can be some emotions tossed around when you're doing like sales, doing deals, things like that. And there are some times where like Matt has to have like hard conversations or like
usually I'm the bearer of bad news.
Or like or people will like come at him or whatever that looks like, you know, where like anytime emotions get involved.
Yeah.
I feel like having a tougher coach that they're going to tell you the truth and they're going to tell you right to your face. That's probably going to lend some good things for you as you go forward with like being in sales, being in business when you're having to like deal with people maybe coming at you. Or,
yeah, for sure.
You know,
you got a lot of reps at it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it definitely prepares you for when you do deal with, you know, situations or people like that. So it definitely prepares you. I'm happy to be able to experience it.
Because once you get out, like people will just call you, start yelling for no reason. You're like, hey, let's talk about this real quick. But if you dealt with it, you know, for 4 or 5 years, then it becomes second nature. Like, all right, let's actually get to what you're mad about, and then we can figure it out.
Exactly.
But if you allow it to fluster you, and you all of a sudden get there, like I can't imagine somebody getting there with Coach Parker, like just matching his energy. They'd be done real quick. But being able to like control your emotions, hear what he's trying to say, of like, all right, he's just telling me I need to be a little further outside on my alignment so that way I'm not messed up. You know, like little stuff like that. But the same thing comes in real life. Like she said, so I'm 6 years, I'm a real estate agent and dealing with a lot of different personalities, which is also a benefit of playing on the team, right? Like you just off air, you were saying everybody's got a little different vibe. Like that's real. And that's all the different people. Like I got, clients that are first-time home buyers or 20 years old looking for a place to live. And meanwhile, I got 75-year-old people that want their final house, right? And like, how do you manage all of those different types of people? But there's no better skill set that you can learn other than being a part of a team that's so diverse.
Right.
You talk smack?
Yeah, me personally, I like to just let my game talk. I don't really like to get too much into chirping, but I definitely had those moments where, I get heated with somebody or I'm a little talkative than normal, but for the most part, I just like to play.
What about practice? You want to talk?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Like,
you'll give Sam a little bit extra?
No, not really. Not really. I don't really.
TJ was saying he's letting everybody get it.
Yeah, he that type of guy. I mean, he's definitely gonna let them hear it. He gonna get up all in their face and stuff like that. Like, I'm the type, if I need to, I will, or if something pushes me to that point. But it really takes a lot to get me to that point. I just, because you can get all hype and talk smack to somebody and next play, you know what I mean, get beat and, so I just try to stay humble for real and just, play my best, let my game talk. So it's just like when I'm doing good and if I'm strapping you up, it's like, what do I really need to say?
Right.
You know what I mean?
I think TJ was talking about how Coach Parker said the best part is when you knock somebody over, you don't say nothing, you just look at them and then go back to the huddle.
Yeah, because usually everybody they do that and they So it's like the person who don't, you like, wait, what's something wrong with that guy right there? He a little off in the head or something. So.
I feel like this is another too nice of a DB.
Yeah, I think so.
I think so.
Yeah, between you and Cohen, I was actually thinking about this, like Zach and TJ. You guys are all, I think probably just because there's like an expectation of the defense like at Iowa is like rough, like harsh.
Oh yeah.
Kind of angry, but not gonna like a little bit off, like you were saying.
I will say though, don't get it confused. I'm a totally different person on the field. Like when you on the field, now you playing with you a totally different person. Right. You in a whole different mindset. But once you off the field, yeah, you can relax a little bit, be a nice guy, but on the field, it ain't really too much to be nice about. You know what I mean? So yeah, I am a pretty cool, nice guy. I like to, talk to people, laugh, have fun. But
how do you flip the switch then to like turn that on when you get on the field, or does it just happen?
I've been doing it for so long, so at this point it's just natural. I do it without even thinking about doing it. But yeah, I feel like that just came from when I was young playing football. I kind of just had that switch. A lot of people. Like my little league coaches used to just tell me not everybody can just have that switch and that ability to just turn things on when it need to be turned on. And I was just fortunate enough to have that switch and be able to do that. So at this point, it's normal. You go out to practice every day and you got to flip that switch and, have that game time intensity.
Yeah. Well, one of our favorite interviews or interviewees, I guess you would say, was Brian Allen, because he's just,
Which you can go back to last year if you want to check it out.
Yeah, he's just so funny and just like so personable. Just like one of the best guys to talk to. And you said, so you guys came in together and you have some good memories.
Yeah.
If you can share one with us, it's, appropriate and a little funny. Yeah. Do you have any like good stories between the two of you?
One that I can think of right off the bat is just freshman year, we red shirt. It's around Thanksgiving time, we got to stay here during Thanksgiving and stuff like that. But my mom, she came up and, made a Thanksgiving meal for me since it was my first Thanksgiving away from home.
Oh.
She came just to make me food and stuff like that. We had extra, so I gave some to my teammates, and BA was one of the people that I gave a plate to and stuff like that. And he just loved the food, and when I brung it to him, he tore it up, and it was just a funny moment. It was a funny moment back then because he went to work on it, but yeah, man, he loved the food. He loved the food. I haven't been able to give him some more of my mom cooking since, but. Yeah,
your mom's a good cook.
Yeah.
What's your favorite food that she makes?
Ooh.
Is it better than Coney Island?
Say
Yeah.
yes. You be
I'm
kind
gonna have.
too.
Yeah, I gotta say yeah.
Yeah.
I
Hey,
gotta
I'm
say
just
it.
making sure.
Homemade food is always better than fast food. I
That's a
will
fact.
say that. But my favorite meal she makes, I would have to say her thing when she make Thanksgiving platters or like just macaroni, candy yams,
Mhm.
pot roast, rice, cornbread. I just love the soul food and
Mhm.
stuff like that. I love when she make that.
I'm getting hungry. You just talking about it.
Did she teach you how to cook?
I'm still working on that.
Okay.
That's still in progress right now. I've been trying. I've been doing better than what I have before, but
Okay.
that's still a work in progress.
Do you cook for yourself or not really?
Sometimes,
Okay.
That's no.
not a lot.
That means no.
Sometimes, not a lot. I got a girlfriend, so she do majority of the cooking.
Oh,
Fair.
nice.
So I'm thankful for that. But yeah, I try to switch it up sometimes, surprise her, and be the one that actually, make the meal and stuff like that. So
Okay. What would you? Okay.
Stop.
So
Stop.
I have to
stop.
tell you.
No, you
so
don't.
one time I was like working kind of late. We were still in college, and Matt was still in college, and he's like, "I'll make you dinner when you come home." And I was like, "Wow, that is so kind. Thank you
There's
so
no
much."
reason that this is going to be made public.
So I come home and I'm like exhausted, right? And I'm like, "Oh, what'd you make?" He made me chicken.
I like sweet and salty together. All
Okay.
right?
sweet and salty.
I like sweet and salty together.
Okay.
I'm just going to lead with that.
Yeah. So he like gets a chicken breast, cuts it up into like little pieces like this,
Uh-huh.
There were nuggets.
seasoned it with cinnamon, and then cooked it in a pan.
With
Tabby, don't be
cinnamon?
making that face back there.
And
With
that was
cinnamon?
it. And that was it. And it was so overcooked. It was a lovely thought. I was so grateful.
Oh man.
And it's been like 7 years since that. So I can talk about it now. I never would have said anything in the moment. I was like, no, it's really good. I love it. Thank you so much. So it was a thought that counts. But if you were to cook a meal for your girlfriend, what would you make? Please don't say cinnamon chicken.
Ooh, definitely not gonna be cinnamon chicken. I'll tell you that. But I'm gonna have to go with some type of breakfast.
Oh, okay.
Like I specialize in breakfast. I made some big meals before, like steak and steak Alfredo and different types of Alfredo. But when it comes to breakfast, that's kind of like I can make some good breakfast. It's pretty simple and easy.
I
but
think anybody can make
yeah, I
make
made some
breakfast.
French toast. I made like a French toast little breakfast recently, and that was probably like my favorite. It was my
Oh.
first time trying to make French toast,
Mhm.
and it came out perfect. So
Great job.
yeah,
You're on the up and up.
Yep.
That's so great. What do you like to do in your free time outside of like sports and such?
I definitely love spending time with my family.
Mhm.
Especially just being away from them for so long now. It's kind of normal to be on my own out here, but so anytime that I can spend time with them, I definitely like to cherish those moments, spend time with them. I play the game with some of my teammates sometimes when I feel like it. I kind of grew out of that. I was a big gamer growing up, but kind of grew out of it a little bit.
You're
but
maturing.
I guess so. I guess so. But yeah, I try to play the video game sometimes on my spare time, chill with family. Other than that, it's literally just football, doing something for school, something that I need to do. Yeah, so the little free time that I do have, I either just spend time with my family, my dog.
You a dog?
Yeah, I do got a dog.
Here on campus?
Yeah.
Oh, what kind?
A miniature schnauzer.
No.
Yeah.
That was our first dog.
That was our
Really?
first dog.
Yeah.
Boy or girl?
Boy.
Is he nice?
Yeah, he's very nice.
Is he nice to like other people?
Yeah.
Really?
He's really nice.
Okay.
He's a really good dog. Like, he's super smart.
Old and young?
He young. We got him when he was like just born not too long ago.
Oh, so he's just a little
Like
guy.
brand
Yeah,
new.
he's about to be 6 months.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, what's his
Yeah.
name?
Dior. Yep, he's about to be 6 months. So he at that age where he kind of being a little bad and a little too.
He being a puppy. Yeah.
Being a puppy. He's at that puppy stage. But yeah, he's a great dog though. He don't bark. He's very quiet.
What color?
He black.
Like,
and
does he have any
white spots on?
Yeah.
Not white spots, but like white paws.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
stomach and stuff like that.
I want to see. a
What color
picture.
was yours?
I think
Well,
they
she
called her
was-
like salt and pepper.
She-
Like she was a
But she
little
had
bit-
like hints of brown too.
yeah,
We got her off a farm in Argyle.
Oh,
yeah,
really?
in like a random small
It's
town
like an
in Iowa.
hour.
She was a
Yeah.
baby.
Yeah, when she was a baby. Yeah.
They like had an
she-
extra dog on the farm.
Yeah, she
And-
was like the smartest dog in the entire world,
Yeah.
but like
Yeah.
so sweet to us and so mean to everybody else.
So mean to
See, my
everybody.
dog's the opposite. Like he's super friendly
That's
for
good.
some reason. I don't
That's
know,
good.
but he's super friendly.
Oh.
You
I
have to
wanna
do the schnauzer. What do they call it? The skirt.
Oh yeah, the skirt. Have you ever seen like the schnauzer cut?
Are you talking about like the bald kind of?
So it's like their back is shaved, not shaved to the
Mhm.
skin, but you know, like shorter.
Yeah.
And then like down on like their belly and their legs is longer, and they call
Oh,
it like
yup.
the schnauzer
Yeah.
skirt.
So, oh man, that's funny that y'all said that because my girlfriend, she wanted him to get groomed because he haven't been groomed since we got him and stuff like that. So she took him to get groomed, and I went with her to go pick him up. And we go to pick him up, and he had the cut that you're talking about. Because before he had nice, fluffy, curly hair all
Mhm.
around.
Mhm.
And we was thinking they were just going to trim some down like around his mouth and stuff like that. But we went to go pick him up and he was bald and stuff like that. So we was like, whoa. The people kind of felt bad and stuff like that. But yeah, his hair grew back now. So we pretty.
Oh, we always liked the
good.
skirt.
Yeah.
It is so cute.
Yeah, we kind of like his fluffy, curly hair.
Her name was Teddy. So
Teddy?
Yeah. So it's like touchdown VandeBerg.
Tuddy. Tudd.
Tudd.
Oh, Tuddy. Okay. That's
Yeah.
pretty unique.
Mhm. He's like, I
He's
hate
like,
it.
I don't know why we're supposed to so much
That's
stuff on it.
unique.
Move on.
Oh, that makes me miss our dog. Very cool. Do you take him to like the dog park or anything? Are you going to?
Yeah, we took him to the dog park before.
Mhm.
It's actually in the peninsula.
I was gonna say you take him right down here.
Yeah, right over here.
It's really big,
Mhm.
and they got a
Yeah.
pond in the back. If
Mhm. we
you
be
know-
in the smaller dog.
Oh,
area,
you have a.
so
That's
Mhm.
true. 6 months.
He's small, so we put him in there. He got some friends and stuff like that. He actually love it. So we try to take him pretty often when we can.
I love that.
He's got some
Yeah.
friends.
Have you had a dog before?
So I had a dog back home.
Okay.
We got him in 2020. He was a Yorkie.
Oh, so you like small dogs?
I'm a small dog type of person.
This is like nobody would expect you to have a Yorkie or a miniature Schnauzer.
so the Yorkie, he wasn't mine.
okay,
It was my sister's dog. But like, we all in the same house, so
right.
my little dude too. But
What's
yeah,
his name?
His name Milo.
Milo.
Aw,
Okay.
Yeah, Milo.
Hmm.
That's so
Yeah,
cute.
her name Marielle, so she went with an M name,
Hmm.
named him Milo. But yeah, I'm a small dog type of person. Don't take up too much space. I live in an apartment, so I don't really need too much of my space taken
Right.
up. Really just want you to chill. Don't be too loud, jumping all around. So
Don't be tackling me all
don't
the
be
time.
jumping on my couch.
Mm.
You know what I mean? So yeah, no shedding. That was a big thing
Mm.
too.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
need the smaller dogs.
Yeah, makes sense. Okay, before I wrap this up, is there
Mhm.
anything you want to plug as far as like NIL, anything like that, people to follow, or things that you want people to follow, anything
Mhm.
like that?
I mean, they can follow me on Instagram and stuff like that. I don't really be on Twitter or any other socials too much, but
Any merch or anything that we need to help you sell?
merch. Nah, I mean, hey, go get some merch. Go get some of my merch. I don't know what's the website or URLs or anything like that. Just search up my merch. My name and my
Your
merch,
enterprise
so,
leadership. Come on now.
So yeah, I don't really got too much.
Okay, then. Great. Well, we appreciate it.
Thank you guys.
Congratulations on an incredible game versus Penn State, by the way.
Appreciate it.
Super fun to watch. And so great that we got you right after that game.
Thank
think
you.
people
And
are
the
going to
pick.
be.
We didn't even talk about how athletic the pick was.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that was pretty nice too. That was pretty cool. That was
From
pretty
no
cool.
boy to doughboy,
Right,
as they say.
As they
we got to
say.
earn our name back. We got
Yeah.
to earn our name back.
You're on your way.
Yep.
Certainly, I'm sure. All right. Well, thanks again for your time, Deshaawn, and we wish
Thank
you the
you.
best of luck the rest of the season.
Appreciate you guys.
Well, hey, Talkin Hawks fans, we are so excited about our newest sponsor of the podcast, and that is Stack Wellness Cafe. Okay. Are you done interrupting?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Go.
Stack Wellness Cafe is fast, healthy food that you can grab on the go. It is protein shakes, bowls, and all kinds of other things to help you hit your protein goals for the day. Everything is made better.
I mean, I bought it. I go there. I'm going to drink it.
Well, truthfully, Matt goes there like every other day. I'm pretty sure you come home with a stack protein shake almost every single day.
If you knew about it, you'd do it too.
All of their food is cooked locally and fresh and is delivered to each location for maximum quality and flavor. It's delicious. Wouldn't you say, Matt?
Nothing brings fans together on game day like great pizza and good company. At Marquee Pizzeria in the Iowa River Landing, we fire up fresh wood-fired pies, served ice-cold drinks, and create the perfect spot for fans of all ages. Whether you're out with friends or making it a family night, Marquee Pizzeria is the place to celebrate before or after the game. Grandma's Hands is my favorite. Find us in Coralville at the Iowa River Landing District. Go Hawks. I love Estella's because it's fresh. From fresh grilled steak to the salsas to the fresh pressed tortillas. I love Estella's because it's made there right in front of you and it's quick and it doesn't feel like fast food. It's fresh food made quickly.
We both love Estella's because it's made with love. They put a lot of pride in their food and customer service, and they're locally owned. Fresh food, made quick, and with love. Check out Estella's today. Okay.
That's the whole defensive backfield except Xavier. We still got to get him on.
Yeah, we'll see. He's a very soft-spoken person. You don't hear a lot from Xavier, so we shall see. We'll do our best, do our very best. We do have some pretty good interviews lined up for this coming week during the bye week because they have a little more free time. So we're going to try to get a few of them in. So it's going to be so much fun. Latter half of the season. Let's go. Okay. It's time now, Matt, to get into our Laura segment. That's when you say, hold on. That's when you're going to say, is it brought to you by Big Grove? Remember how
Do you want it from Big Grove?
Yeah, like that. Thank you, John, for the callback.
Do you want it to be from Big Grove?
Yeah, thank you. I do, thank you. All right, here's the Laura segment brought to you by Big Grove. Okay, I think everybody knows this one, but I didn't know the exact origins of all of it. The Black Angel. You've heard of it.
About that, yeah.
Yes,
even I think my freshman or sophomore year on campus.
And you hate spooky things.
I hate it.
So let's get into it. So I just want to give the backstory here because it's actually very sad. Okay. And it was a really long time ago. I didn't realize how old that statue is. So it was created by Teresa Dolezal, I think is how you say her name. It looks right. But she was a Czech immigrant in the early 1900s. But anyway, it was to
check.
Okay.
Her bags.
You guys, this is a sad story.
Oh,
this is not a time for jokes, boys. Anyway, Teresa.
I said I don't do spooky.
Rest in peace, Teresa. We're so sorry. All right. So she created the Black Angel to memorialize her young son, Eddie Dolezal, and her late husband, Nicholas Feldevert. That's how you say his last name. Anyway, her son passed away as a child, likely from meningitis or pneumonia, because it was a very long time ago. So that stuff wasn't very easily treated.
You have a year.
I have. What?
You just have a long time ago. Do you have a year?
Oh, no. Sorry. I thought you meant, do you have a year of living with pneumonia or meningitis? And I was like, I have no idea. I'm not a doctor. Anyway, I don't have a year at the moment. I'm so sorry. But he passed away from meningitis or pneumonia because I think the reason it says that, I'm guessing, is because at that time period, those were two of the more lethal sicknesses you could get. That's why I'm guessing it says this. But anyway, his little gravestone is right beside the Black Angel. And then after her husband passed away, she returned to Iowa City with his ashes because she must have been living elsewhere, and then commissioned somebody. So actually she didn't make the angel. The angel. She didn't actually create it. She just commissioned somebody to do it. A sculptor from Chicago. And this was in 1912 or 1913, somewhere around there. So over a really long time ago.
For 100 years.
Thank you for that math, Matt. But it was originally bronze. Yes. And so the design was supposed to symbolize peace, protection, and resurrection, I guess, and not fear, because the wings are partially opened. So it's supposed to be kind of it's descending from heaven was the idea around.
That is not the story I was told.
Oh, really? Oh. Okay, I want to know what you heard after I tell you this. And maybe this will get a lot of comments too if people are actually. So we'll see. Anyway, when Teresa passed in 1924, her ashes were placed at the angel's base. And soon after, the once bronze statue started to darken and turn black. Yeah. And so they say it's likely oxidation, but a lot of people say it's like a spiritual sign that's like signifies like grief or sorrow that like stained the angel. So if you touch or kiss the statue at midnight, very specific things. Just guys, don't do these things that people are telling you not to do, okay? If you do that though, you're supposed to die within a year.
Yes. I was more on the like the scary side of the black angel, not that.
Spooky. I know, I agree. Yes, so but I also know that myth has been busted because here's a little also some Iowa City Hawkeye football lore. My brother-in-law played with Matt Roth.
Yep.
And they went to the graveyard and he was kind of like the clowny guy that would do some goofy stuff and was like, okay, yeah, like I'll touch the angel, whatever, at midnight. He's still alive. It's all good. Anyway, what did you hear really quickly?
Well, just that it was about death, essentially. Not the original, like, oh, it's life, it's giving, it's resurrection. I was told it was.
Well, that's why she created it, apparently. All right, here's the next one. The beer caves beneath Iowa City. So long before craft breweries and tailgates, Iowa City was built on beer, literally. Anyway, in the 1850s, the Union Brewery and other breweries dug massive limestone tunnels into the north side hill to keep beer cold before refrigeration existed. Isn't that crazy? Even just, I mean, like this kind of stuff, I don't know. I think I'm just so like, you're so living in this time that you're like, before fridges existed, like there was a time. Like, I feel that's so dumb.
Yeah.
But just like reading that, you're like, oh, so yeah, you did have to come up with like other ways to keep things cold over time. So anyway, they were about 30 to 60 feet deep and they stretched beneath like the streets and the bars and like the parking lots of downtown Iowa City. And so some say during the Prohibition, the caves supposedly doubled as speakeasies and smuggling routes with secret entrances hidden in basements and alleyways. Isn't that crazy? And so when the breweries were shut down, the tunnels were abandoned, but the stories still live
if the
on.
tunnels have been abandoned, does that imply that they're still there?
Well, so they say kids in the 1950s dared each other to climb down the rusted ladders, and local legend says one man dropped his flashlight and watched it roll endlessly into the dark. And in recent years, archaeologists mapped out parts of the caves with the LIDAR scanners. I don't know how you would say that, but anyway, they were confirming that yes, Iowa City really does have an underground brewery system that is still intact.
I have a bad feeling we're going to have a lot of comments about I tried to go down there.
Yeah. All right, here's the last one. The dorm tunnels. Everyone has to stop having underground tunnels, I swear. I know, I agree. He just wants to be a part of it so badly. But apparently beneath Courier and Burge halls, there's some old service tunnels that snake through the foundation that have like steam pipes, storage, and like maintenance access. But over the years, students discovered them by accident, by like a loose maintenance door or a forgotten staircase. And then that's when all the stories started. So they say that there's a chair sitting alone at the end of one of the tunnels, surrounded by a faint, and this is creepy, hand-drawn pentagram on the concrete. It's so scary. I don't like that kind of stuff. And some also claim that they hear footsteps and whispering echoing through the pipes late at night, especially during. Ooh, oh, this is perfect. This is great. It's Halloween week. And in the 80s and 90s, rumors spread that the tunnels connected to other dorms or the old Capitol or even a sub-basement where experiments were done during World War II.
Ooh.
None of this has ever been confirmed, and the university has long sealed most of the entrances.
Most.
Go find them with
Report back and comment on Facebook.
You have to use the LIDAR scanners. DAR scanners to figure out where they are. Get in there. Figure it out for us. Anyway, that's your lore for Iowa City. I don't know if we'll get the comments that Secret Pizza did because, whoa, people were so passionate about that.
People are lit.
And so with that being said, since it's bye week, and we've already talked about what they do during the bye week, everyone's going to get healthy. Everyone's going to get back. Everyone's going to get better. They're going to be spending a lot of time in the training room. They're going to be blah, 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 blah.
You don't have to say things I say like that.
Yeah. Therefore, this is so gross. I'm holding like soggy mangoes in my hand. Therefore, we're going to do something a little different. John is going to help us read through some different comments from YouTube, social media, etc.
Yeah, maybe we'll see how dumb you guys are. No, I'm just kidding.
Matt is on a roll today. That's
No.
that's Matt with a sickness.
No.
The man cold
I
makes
was
him
just
angry.
kidding. No.
All right. So, John, can
No, it
you
doesn't.
serve us some of
No, it doesn't.
the comments?
This one's from Mickey.
Mickey.
I followed him back after his delivery. This is talking about Roger, the owner of Secret Pizza.
Okay.
Followed him back after his delivery. Haha, I found it down by the railroad tracks. Strange vibes, but good pizza.
Railroad track pizza.
I hope there was a warehouse or somewhere over
Yeah,
there. Not
warehouse.
just on the side of the railroad tracks.
That's actually great.
You know, the amount of comments that we've heard, both in person and on there,
Yes.
they all said it was great pizza.
It's true. I had a cop come up to me in the press box. If you're listening, I'm so sorry. I forget your name. Thanks for listening. And he was like, yeah, like, thanks for bringing me back. I completely forgot that, that existed. I went to Iowa back in the 80s and I ordered secret pizza. So thanks for bringing that up. It totally brought me back to my time as a Hawkeye. Anyway,
And
continue.
then said it was good pizza.
This one's from Bob. I always figured it must have been mobile, making them in the back of like a box truck. LOL. So he thought it was like that's why nobody could find it, was because it was in a truck.
Fair. That's actually kind of a fair assessment. And that would be much smarter.
Which is why people probably couldn't follow it back very often, except for Mickey. But I was also told he had 4 different locations based on conversations I had
With other people.
With other people.
And that's what the comments say too. We ordered it once in 1996. It took hours to arrive. And when we opened the door, he said, "Can I show you your pie?"
Actually,
And then lifted the lid dramatically and presented it to us.
the amount of comments I saw that said, "Can I show you your pie?" It's
Aw.
so wild.
You guys, he was proud of his work, okay?
That's why it took him hours or weeks even.
Come on, Roger. Yeah, that's why it took him so long.
Yep.
There's a lot of thought that goes into
Mastered
that.
This pie.
If you gave the delivery driver a tip, he would give you a clue to where it was. I think we knew that, but I did see another comment that said he had 5 clues,
Oh,
Like consistent clues.
consistent clues. So he would mix it up.
gotcha. Okay.
So it was kind of like a collect them all kind of situation.
Like the Monopoly thing.
You gotta
Thomas used
order
to
it.
do.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Had it a few times, took so long, I usually forgot I ordered it by the time it arrived.
Makes sense
But
because
was
you're
it good
probably
when it showed up.
Yeah. Okay. So Natalie wrote twice. So she said
Oh.
once about, she fell asleep. And then as kind of like a second comment, she also said, "Oh, yeah, he smacked me." So I don't know if we're canceling Roger. We might be canceling Roger. I don't know.
Oh my goodness, we shouldn't do that to Roger's name. This is about pizza, John.
You know what it makes me think of? Oh, this is going to be a callback. Hopefully everybody can know this reference. It's like the Krusty Krab pizza. And maybe that's how he smacked her with the pizza.
Oh,
Like, can I show you your pie? And she's like, I can't have this without my drink. And he just
Okay.
lost it.
levels her with the pizza.
We've derailed.
Okay, so yeah, thank you guys for all of your secret pizza comments. We had 130 comments
There's a
on
lot.
Facebook alone. I was like, whoa.
There's a
So-
ton on TikTok, a ton on Instagram.
This is what we call Iowa City lore. So thank you all so much for engaging with that. Okay, let's, speaking of engaging with things, Matt, you are the dumbest person on Facebook. No one's dumber than you. And also you might be on drugs and drunk, according to Facebook.
Look
All
at
right.
me go.
So Matt
This is
said,
peak life.
Matt had said that we have a shot
We have a shot at
At-
playing in the Big Ten championship.
Correct.
Those were the words I used.
and nobody liked
And
it.
I swear, people thought I said we're winning the national championship 80-0.
Totally. All right.
Based on that.
John,
What do you
read
got,
us-
John? How dumb am I?
Scott says, "You beat a team with no coach and no starting quarterback, and now you think you can play for the national championship."
Well, Scott, 41-3.
Okay. They're talking about Penn State.
I know, but I'm saying the follow-up to that, we won 41-3.
True. But did they have a freshman quarterback?
They did have a true freshman quarterback. You're making me look worse.
I'm just asking.
No, the real test, Scott, will be Oregon. But the fact that they only beat Wisconsin 21-7, I know the weather was bad. I know Oregon's starting quarterback was out or got hurt in that game. So we'll see how he comes back. But that's really the only troublesome game I see. No, don't get me wrong. Every game is big, but that's our next most. Thank you, Brock. That's our next most important game is Oregon, which I have a good feeling about as of right now.
This one's from Nate. Let's pretend you get there, you lose. End of this hype. Typical Iowa fan talking about making it to the Big Ten conference game with the longest tenure coach in the game. And then he says a bunch of other stuff. I'm also noticing that we're a family-friendly podcast, and the comments...
They are not.
They are not family-friendly.
They're not family-friendly. Look, Brock is right here. Would you say these things to him?
Yeah, you guys are saying this in front of a baby.
Well, here, this is how I'll respond. Yes, we have the longest tenured head coach because obviously something is working. We're still on pace right now to hit that 10-win mark for the year. Remember, it's every other year. And at the beginning of the year, I said, I think this can be one of those 10-year seasons. That's clipped, I'm pretty sure, right? So you can go back and look at that. Who is this? Who am I yelling at here?
Nate. He says you guys suck too, by the
way. Wait, meaning us or the Hawks? I hope it's us.
I don't know. It's
That's a long comment.
Oh yeah, it's
he took some time to type it out. Well, yeah. Nate, here's gonna be my response. You want my media response is we're getting ready for the bye week. We're gonna get guys healthy. And then when we come back, we're going to take on Oregon. That's our most important game. And then we'll finish out the rest of the season. But for right now, the opportunity to go to the Big Ten Championship is only 2 out of the 16 teams in the league. Actually, 18 teams in the league can do. Pretty good to be top 2 out of 18. But thank you for your comment.
Next one, it comes from Travis. He says, same crap every year. What happened to everyone needs to go. This offense is garbage. Oh, we win a couple games against crap teams. Crap is all capitalized, by the way. Teams, and now y'all talking Big Ten championship. Oh my God, the drunks in this state, I can't take it.
Okay. I do just have to say, Matt and I were never of the camp that said, fire everybody, this offense sucks. So I would just like to point that out. Go ahead, Matt.
I've never talked bad about anybody that's there other than the truth as to what happens on game day. The offense clearly showed up against Minnesota, showed up enough against Penn State. And right now, I talked about it before that Mark Gronowski is a winner, whether he has to use his legs or his arm. He used his legs more against Penn State. He used both against Minnesota. If there's an opportunity where most of our guys are healthy and they're playing good team sound football, which they are right now, I think we have a really good shot at beating Oregon. It's gonna take a really good effort, right? But it's at home. I'm sure the environment's gonna be wild because it's gonna be top 10, right? Like it'll be a very good atmosphere for Iowa to come out in. Top 10 teams don't always bode well in Kinnick. So yeah, I think we have a legitimate shot to go back to the Big Ten.
You didn't acknowledge the drunk part, are you?
Oh, sorry, I don't drink.
Okay.
There we go. Okay, I got 2 more for you. Sam, this one's my favorite one. Dude is on drugs.
Okay, so to that, I took 1 pill of acetaminophen this morning because I had a little bit of a headache. Laura said I had a man cold. And since then, before then, no drugs. Thank you.
This one I appreciate because he stays on brand. His username is poster6969420. So just cream of the crop here. In all my life, I haven't seen a more delusional fan base who wins literally nothing year after year. You have a shot at the Big Ten title. Come on, bro.
Well, I'll say that the 2025 Iowa Hawkeye football team has a legitimate opportunity for all the reasons I've laid out before. No drugs, no drinking. Just pure hard-nosed football.
That was excellent. Okay, actually, one more. Here's the bonus. We'll just end on this one. This one, I'm not even going to try to do the username. Proof that just because you have a few mics does not mean you should have a podcast.
Oh, no.
Technically, they're my mics.
It's true. They actually don't belong to Matt and I. So that's totally fair, John. You know what, Matt? As good Christians do, we shall turn the other cheek. And
I'm also going to say that.
Thank you for the engagement.
Thank you for the engagement. These aren't our mics. And you have a point. There are too many podcasts. This is not one of them, though. Thank you.
Well done.
All right. Well, hey, let's go into the bye week. And
because we don't have a recap coming up, we'd like any and all of your questions.
Ooh,
so if
yeah.
you want to attack me for thinking that we still can win or win enough games to get to the Big Ten championship, which is what I said prior. Thanks, Sean, for clickbait. Any questions like that? Any questions on any of the lore segments that Laura's done or just anything?
Wait, actually, before we go, we did have one other comment that I wanted to respond to with joy because somebody commented, I'm sorry, I don't have it in front of me, on YouTube and said that at the Penn State game, they sit in the northwest corner of the end zone and they can never hear me or any of like the guests that we have on the field. But at the Penn State game, it was crystal clear. And they're like, what happened? Is a new microphone? Like, what did you guys change? I have no idea what they changed. No, it's the exact same microphone. But thank you so much for acknowledging that. I'm so happy that you could hear that. I hope it was the same results at the Minnesota game and going forward for the rest of the season. So thank you for that comment. That made me so, so happy. And if you have any other questions, just drop them in the comments, whether it's on social media, on some of our reels, or right here on YouTube. We would love to answer those because we're not going to have a recap because there's no game to recap next week. All right. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for tuning in. Let's go into the bye week. Just so happy that we scored 41 points and beat Minnesota. Floyd staying home. All positive things. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel, the official Talkin Hawks YouTube channel, and following us on all social media platforms. Thank you all so much. Go Hawks.
Go Hawks.